Last week of the first quarter. So last week we learned how to graph or plot values on a number line. We learned how to graph or plot ordered pairs on a Cartesian plane. I want you to understand these two words right now represent the same thing, depending on what you see on your homework or what you might see on tests. Our experience with the Cartesian plane was for all positive values. Today we will look at ordered pairs with a negative y value. So remember, we started out with a number line. We went forward for went forward to graph positive numbers. We went backwards to graph negative values. And so today we are going to extend the Cartesian plane to look at how we deal with a negative y value. So remember that we always look at the first point and move forward. The difference now is that if your second point is positive, you will go up. But if your second point is negative, we will now go down. So let's look at some examples here. First off, if you are being asked to graph the point 3, 6, again, this is what your graph is going to look like. This is your 0, 0 point here, so that's your starting point, because notice you have a bunch of ones around it. So 3, 6, again, based off of yesterday, would be 3 forward, 1, 2, 3. And because that 6 is positive, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How can I know that I have this right? Because there's a 3 here, there's a 6 there. I know that I'm okay at least where I need to be. But again, just make sure you're counting appropriately, because the labels will tell you if you went the wrong way, because down here you see a negative 6, which means that I don't want to be in this area if that is a positive 6. Use everything that you can to your advantage whenever you get kind of confused a little bit. So if I was asked to graph 2, negative 5, I would go over 2, and this negative means I want to be with my negative y's, so I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be where 2, negative 5 is. And so again, you want to be ready for that shift today, because that's really what today is about, is just getting you used to having some negative y values, which is up versus down. 4, negative 7. So 4, negative 7 means go forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then negative 7, again being negative, you have to start paying attention to the sign on the number, means go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again, you can see that this is your negative 7, which means I am in the right place. If you stop up here and see that's a positive 7 and that's a negative 7, it means you probably went the wrong way. Alright? Again, getting to what you'll see on your homework. Identify the point that's been plotted. Hopefully you're getting better at kind of visualizing your numbers there. To me, for example, I see it this is around the 6 for x because it's above it. And so I'll know that I should be at 6, but if not, just use your mouse and your computer or finger to kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to know where you're at. But either way, 6 over, which is my first number, but I'm going down, which means that I should not be in a positive range. Plus, again, these are all your negatives here, so that'll be 1, 2, and that would be my coordinate, which would be 6, negative 2, because I had to go down 2 steps from 6 to get to where I am. If you are asked to identify this point, E, again, this is your point. I need to go over first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7 to go over. And then to get to it, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 7, 4 would be it. Again, notice that I am with a positive 4, and I am between 6 and 8, which is 7, and that would be what you're looking at with these things. Looking at this one, again, starting at 0, I am going 1, 2, 3 over in order to get above it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 down, which again, 4 down would be a negative 4. And then G, I am going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 over, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, and that should be my coordinate. Alright. Key thing again, make sure you work to understand this material. Tomorrow we are going to look at negative x's, and then the day after that we're going to put everything together, and then again we're going to take our test on Friday. You have to take your test on Friday. Again, this is I think the 4th time I've said that to you. You're going to have to take your test on Friday. Anything after that is going to sit as a 0 for the quarter. So again, with the end of the quarter coming up, be sure you're ready for that. But again, you want to make sure you take today to understand the shift that occurred with our negatives, because once you get that, I think it'll be easy to kind of move through the rest of this stuff. But other than that, remember to ask for assistance if you need it, and good luck.